What's going on, guys? Today I'm gonna do a tutorial video on what's called a shimmy. Now a lot of you, I'm pretty sure you've heard of the word shimmy or auto shimmy somewhere and may not understand exactly what this is. So basically a shimmy is a movement by your opponent in which they basically try and get you to press a button so that they can whiff punish you or do something to capitalize on your mistake for thinking that they're gonna attack you, right? So this is what it's gonna look like. Let's say I'm walking back and forth and I want them to stick out a down 1 or a down 3 or whatever I want them to stick out. The minute they stick out that button and I notice it, I'm gonna try and whiff punish them, right? So let's say, for example, we're gonna set me as the Shang player. I'm just gonna walk back and forth, and I'm gonna have the computer record it just randomly uppercut me, right? So I walk back and forth. I basically bait that uppercut, and then I like auto shimmy, like I shimmied him, right? So that's theoretically what a shimmy is. Like you're moving back and forth, or you're just like baiting some kind of like action to get them to press a button. Now an auto shimmy is a string where it has a built-in shimmy. So what makes auto shimmy strings work is that there's a mechanic in the string that looks similar to a throw, and it's very, very hard to react to whether it's going to be a throw or a jab. So for example, this string looks more similar to, like, you can't react to a grab because a grab is 10 frames. So you have to, in order to tech in this game, which means breaking a grab, in order to tech in this game, you have to press one of the attack buttons, right? And you have to let go of block. So what makes auto shimmies so effective is that while you're blocking, you have to keep in mind that there's two different throws you have to look out for. You have to look out for the forward throw, and you have to look out for the back throw. So when you have a string such as an auto shimmy string, and what makes an auto shimmy string pretty strong is that you cannot OS tech auto shimmy string. And what I mean by that is, if I was defending this string, normally if a string doesn't have an auto shimmy built in it, I can theoretically block. I can let go of block to look for the throw. So it'll cover that option as well as covering the second hit in the string, because the second hit in the string doesn't come out fast enough for it to hit me if I was to try and take a throw. I know that's a lot to take in, but keep in mind that what makes auto shimmy strings more effective is when you whenever you put somebody in that throw situation. So for example, this is plus 10 on block or on hit. Down 3 is plus 10 on hit. So as Shang Tsung, I have a free strike throw mix up. So I can do a down 3 and I can grab, or I could do a down 3 and I could do a 1-1-4. That is what makes this auto shimmy so strong. So as a defensive player, what I want to do is I want to get in the lab and I want to record. Hold on, let me switch that over. I want to record Shang Tsung doing this, right? And then I want to record Shang Tsung doing this. And then even in a situation where somebody may respect you, you may have to switch the timing a little bit. So as a Shang Tsung player, I have the respect. Let's say I have the respect of the auto shimmy and the throw. So they're going to block regardless, and they're doing a good job of teching my throws. All right, so I want to establish a different timing. So what I do is I do this, and then I walk up a little bit. Or I can do this. I can walk up a little bit and I can grab. So that's 4 different scenarios, right? All of this will happen to you online. If you fight a Shang Tsung player, more than likely it's going to happen to you. So in the lab, you want to recreate that. So let's go to random hidden playback. We're gonna set ourselves to get hit by that, right? See what happened there? What happened there was I tried to tech the throw because I thought a throw was coming. I got shimmied, and he opened me up for the launcher. We're gonna do this again. See, I was looking for the string. I got thrown. That time, I didn't get baited. See, that time I didn't get baited. See, like, I was looking for something, so I pressed the button. I was looking for the throw, I pressed the button. See, that time they kind of tried to shimmy me, so I take my turn back. I read the throw, I teched it. I got hit by the auto shimmy. So what you want to do as a defensive player, and it's not always going to be 100%, because auto shimmy strings are kind of hard to, it's like a 50-50 in itself. So auto shimmy strings are kind of hard to deal with. But the more that you practice dealing with those strings, and just dealing with shimmying in general, then you'll get better at it. Now let's look at a different scenario. Let's switch to, I'm going to be Shang Tsung. We're going to switch to Johnny Cage. Now, shimmy strings are generally strings that have very, like, around 18 to 20 frame startup, maybe a little bit slower, like 17 frames. And it's basically where somebody walks up to you and they do a really slow string in front of your face. And by the time you press a button, you're going to get hit. So, like, even Shang Tsung has one. Like, if I walk up to somebody and I do 4-2, like, that string is like 17 frames. So if I walk up to somebody and I do this string, I'll probably hit them. Either I'm gonna hit, or I can do this back, this down string right here. Because if I walk up, somebody looks for a poke, I can knock them with this right here. So that's a really good string as well. So like I'm walking back and forth, I walk up to him, and then I hit him with that string. So Johnny Cage has a really good one that I'm gonna demonstrate. Let's record. That's his auto shimmy, right? This is his throw. And then this is his shimmy string, which he can walk up to you and just do this, right? Because that string is really, really slow. So as a defensive player, again, if you're having trouble dealing with these strings, you want to record the AI doing these strings. You want to put it on random hidden playback. That way you don't know what's coming. Because if you just do playback and you keep it on the same option over and over again, eventually you're going to get used to it and you're going to think that you know what's going on, right? But you have to remember that there's multiple options. So what you want to do is you want to put it on random hidden playback, and then you want to test out, whether you can react to that stuff. See, like right there, that's an auto shimmy. I just got shimmied because I thought he was gonna throw. All right, wasn't ready for the throw. Was ready for the throw that time. Wasn't ready. Almost got shimmied, but I didn't. Got auto shimmied. All right, didn't get shimmied. Got shimmied. Almost got auto shimmied. And I'm taking the throw, and I just got shimmied again. Take the throw. Didn't take the throw. Got shimmied. Didn't take the throw in time. But y'all get the idea. Like, the more you practice on stuff like that, if you have trouble with stuff like that, you get better and better at it. And the more you fight people that do stuff like this, you'll get better at it as well. But one thing about shimmies, when you notice somebody shimmying a lot, you kind of want to stand your ground. You don't want to get too button happy, because that's what they're looking for you to do. So two techniques that I found out that really help me in situations like this is, if you feel like somebody's like, you kind of have to find out what type of player you're going against, right? So if you're fighting somebody that likes to like kind of walk up and bait something, then challenge them. don't let them just walk up on you, right? Like stick out a button, like kind of enforce that respect that, hey, you're not just gonna walk up to me and cheat these plus frames. Because for example, like this being plus 10, right? I know what you're guaranteed. If you're not gonna take what you're guaranteed and you're gonna try and like bait something out of me, well then I'm gonna reset neutral, or I'm gonna poke and get my turn back. But all right, so if somebody's walking forward, you wanna kind of poke and gain your respect. If somebody's walking forward and backwards, like they might walk forward and then they might go backwards to bait a poke. One simple thing to do, which is probably a lot better than the other example I'm gonna give you, is just to reset neutral. So if somebody's walking back and forth, what you want to do is just take that step back. Just go back. Like, don't even try and poke. Don't try and like, make any reads or like uppercut, which is what a lot of people do. Anytime you uppercut in this game, you're leaving yourself wide open. And what I mean by that is, that's a full combo. Just because you decide to uppercut, right? That's a full combo. And it's really easy to like bait out a uppercut when you realize somebody's really uppercut happy. So like the best thing to do is just to walk back. Like if you notice that somebody is like really shimmy happy, just walk back, reset neutral if you can. They might hit you with an advancing string if they realize that you're gonna walk back, but the best thing to do, like I said, is just to reset neutral. Now, going into my other point, if you notice somebody's a chronic person that likes to walk back and shimmy you and walk back like that, catch them with an advancing string. So, like I said, you have to establish that respect in neutral. You can't allow somebody to, just walk around on you like this. Because when they're doing this, they're not blocking. Number one. So if somebody's doing this, shimmying you to death, trying to basically get you to press a button, what you want to do, I'm gonna set Shang Tsung to walk back, right? Just walk forward and back, whatever. You want to find that string, that advancing string. Once you get used to their, their motions or whatever, then you kind of want to, punish them for doing that to you, right? You don't want to just let them keep doing that to you. Now that time I would have got whiff punished. Like I probably would have got whiff punished. But for the purposes of this example, you just want to make sure that you establish that presence in neutral. So that's going to be it for the video today. Basically, just covering the basics of shimmies, auto shimmies, and establishing your presence. And making sure that if you want to lab these options, they're open to you 24/7 in training mode. Like you don't necessarily have to go online and fight people to learn how to deal with this type of stuff. But that's pretty much going to be it for this video, guys. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And thank you for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And I'll be doing more videos in the future. Thank you.